2 government releases, more than 200 files, dozens of videos, and still no clear answers. So what exactly did the Pentagon just show the public? New UFO files. 2 government releases, dozens of videos, hundreds of pages, and still no clear answer. So here is the real question. Did the Pentagon reveal the truth in 2026? Or did it release just enough to keep the public guessing? And if these objects are still unexplained, who has known about them for longer than they admit? May 2026. In May 2026, new UFO files were released to the public. The first batch came out early in the month. A second batch followed soon after. Officials called it transparency. But real transparency answers questions. This release may have done the opposite. Because the more material people saw, the more the mystery seemed to grow. What was released? The archive included documents, videos, audio, and witness statements. Not one rumor, not one blurry clip. A full collection of reports gathered over years. Orbs, discs, strange lights, objects with no easy explanation. And once all of it was placed in front of the public, a darker suspicion returned. If the government has been collecting this for so long, what else never made it into the release? Decades of sightings. Some reports are recent, others stretch back decades. That means this is not just a modern internet obsession. It is a long chain of sightings, military attention, and unanswered records. And when a mystery survives for that long, people begin to ask a dangerous question. Was the public kept in the dark, or prepared slowly, piece by piece, for something larger? Area 51. And then there is Area 51. For decades, that name has lived at the center of public suspicion. Official secrecy, restricted airspace, experimental aircraft, and endless rumors about things the public was never meant to see. Maybe Area 51 is only a testing ground for classified technology. But if that is true, why has it remained so deeply linked to the UFO story for generations? And why do so many people still believe the most important answers are hidden somewhere in the desert? Chain of custody. The Pentagon also warned that not every file had a fully verified chain of custody. That matters, because it means some records may be incomplete, some may be altered, some may be impossible to fully confirm. But that also creates another suspicion. When evidence is released without a final explanation, is that an honest disclosure or a controlled disclosure? A way to show the public something real without showing enough to end the debate. Controlled disclosure. This is where public trust begins to fracture, because uncertainty does not calm people, it feeds speculation. If the files are real, why are the answers missing? If the answers exist, who is holding them back? And if no one truly knows what these objects are, why does the system seem so prepared to manage this story. What are people seeing? Some incidents may have simple explanations: misread data, optical effects, classified aircraft. But if even a small number of cases remain unexplained after decades, then something disturbing remains. Not proof of aliens, but proof that the mystery has never been fully closed. And for many people, that is enough to believe the truth is still being filtered. The Area 51 question. Area 51 may not be proof of alien contact, but it is proof of one thing. The United States has a long history of hiding highly sensitive aerospace programs from the public. So when people connect UFO files to Area 51, they are not only imagining monsters in the sky, they are reacting to a deeper fact: secrecy already exists. The only question is what that secrecy really covers. Experimental weapons, recovered technology, or something even harder to explain. Aliens or something else? None of these files prove alien life, but that does not make the story less disturbing. Because if these are not extraterrestrial, then what are they? Advanced military systems, foreign technology, psychological operations, a decades-long confusion inside the system itself? Each answer raises problems of its own, and none of them are comforting. The public versus the story. This is why the story keeps exploding online. Not because people were given a final truth, but because they were given fragments, and fragments are powerful. They allow every side to see what it wants. Believers see confirmation. Skeptics see noise. And the government can always say the case remains open. That may be the smartest way to manage a mystery that has never really gone away.
Why now? So why release these files now? Why this year? Why in stages? Why with promises of more to come? Some people believe the answer is simple: public pressure. Others believe something else is happening, that the story is being released carefully, not to reveal everything, but to shape how everything will be understood. Because controlling information is not the same as hiding information. Sometimes it means timing it.
What if they knew? Imagine the possibility no one can prove. What if parts of the system have known for years that some of these events could not be explained? What if Area 51 was never the whole answer, but only the symbol of a deeper, hidden structure? A place the public fixated on while the real story stayed somewhere else. That is the kind of thought that keeps this topic alive. Not certainty, but the feeling that the official version is always one layer too thin. This is not over. So what did the new UFO files really reveal? A history of sightings, a record of official attention, a public release filled with evidence but not closure. And that leaves us with the same terrifying possibility. Either the truth is still unknown, or it is known only in part, shared only in part, and managed far more carefully than the public realizes. Because when governments release mystery without resolution, they do not end the story. They make sure it survives. One last question. If the truth were harmless, why was it hidden for so long? Comment below.